The stuff you dream about. You need 2 putts. You get a nice teach by Hovland, and you watch it disappear.
JJ Spaun's win at the US Open is what every semi-serious aspiring golfer hopes to achieve. Grinding it out to win the toughest test in golf and become a major champion. And what makes the US Open so great is the allure that anyone can win that tournament. But before you can dream of sinking that winning putt, before you can qualify for the US Open, there's a crucial hurdle that you need to clear, and that's local qualifying tournaments. And to enter one of those, you need an official, certified USGA Golf Handicap Index. So today we're diving deep into the world of golf handicaps and showing you exactly how you can get an official Golf Handicap Index number. It's simpler than you think, and it's your first real steps towards qualifying to the US Open. Before we get into how to get an official golf handicap, let's quickly go over what a golf handicap is and how it's calculated. A golf handicap is a numerical measure of a player's demonstrated ability, and it's used to allow players of different skill levels to compete fairly against each other. There are a few terms that are often used when describing a golf handicap, and it's important to understand what each of them mean. Handicap index. This is the personal measure of your playing ability. It's calculated based on your past scores and adjusted based on the difficulty of those courses played. Course handicap. This is the number of strokes that a player receives at a specific course on a specific set of tees. Basically, this is the number of strokes a player will receive on a specific course to play to the level of a scratch golfer on that course. It's also used to determine how many strokes are given in match play. Let's take a quick look at an example of how to calculate it. Let's say you have a handicap index of 15.7, you're playing from the white tees, the course rating is 70.5, the slope rating is 125, and the par is 72. Using the following formula, we can see that our course handicap would calculate out to be a 15.85. This means that on this particular course with this specific set of tees, you are expected to shoot 16 over par. So if you have a gross score of 88, we subtract the 16, and then your net score would be 72 or even par. Playing handicap. This is just the course handicap adjusted by a handicap allowance in a particular format or competitive round. It represents the actual number of strokes a player gives or receives in a particular competitive round. The last two numbers are slope rating and course rating. And these numbers basically tell you how difficult of a golf course you're playing. Course rating is what a scratch golfer would shoot on this course under normal conditions, and slope rating is the relative difficulty of a golf course for someone who is not a scratch golfer. The higher the number, the more difficult the course. These values are always shown on a scorecard for each set of tees. You can kind of see the slope and the rating there, and they're used in the previous calculations to calculate your golf handicap. You don't need to worry about these values too much because all the apps these days will do all these calculations for you. The USGA GHIN system is the official software or service used by the USGA to manage handicaps. Now there is one last differentiation I want to make so you guys can clearly understand what this system is and how you can get an official golf handicap. As I just mentioned, GHIN is the service platform provided by the USGA. Allied Golf Associations, or AGAs, are state or regional golf associations that administer handicaps and provide memberships. So how it works is you don't actually get your GHIN or your golf handicap directly from the USGA. You get it by joining a club that is authorized by an AGA. And in my case, my AGA would be CDGA, the Chicago District Golf Association, and my club would be Bartlett Hills. Now that we understand that we get a GHIN handicap index by joining an AGA, let's go through the steps on how to actually do it. Most public or private golf courses are authorized. The USGA and your AGA have really nice tools on their websites to help you find a local authorized club. If not, you can always just go to your local clubhouse and ask them if they're authorized. Joining a club typically includes an annual membership fee for the AGA, and this is what actually grants you your golf handicap index number. In my case, mine was $50 for the year. And as a side note, I also now get this free magazine subscription from the CDGA. You need to post a minimum number of scores to establish your handicap index, which I believe is 54 holes of golf. Now, these scores are self-reported, so if you have any aspirations of entering a golf tournament in the future, you cheating your handicap now is only cheating yourself. Faking a golf handicap doesn't help anybody. So be honest with yourself. When you hit it OB or hit it into the water, be sure to assess yourself the proper penalty. Practice the way you compete. That's what I was always told. So if you assess the proper penalties when you're playing normally, when that sort of thing happens in a competition, you won't be nearly as stressed as if you were cheating yourself. I record and upload all my rounds of golf to YouTube, and if you guys have seen any of my videos, you know that I like to keep it honest when I blast one into the wilderness or drop it into the water off the tee. For actually posting your scores, this can be done in the AGA app or the USGA GHIN app. Me personally, I like to use the GHIN app because it will have the incorporated features of the AGA app in there as well. Once you have enough scores posted, your handicap will be automatically calculated for you. For the calculation, it will use your 8 best scores of your most recent 20. Now that you guys know the ins and outs, I wanted to just quickly share my handicap journey as I just went through this whole process myself. So currently, I'm sitting at an 8.9 handicap index. So definitely improved a bit since last year, but we still got a long way to go to get to scratch. So just to quickly show you guys some of the features of the app, so you can see that in the USGA GHIN app, it has all the CDGA features built in, so that should make it really easy to find tournaments. And then the other thing that I really like is going to the stats section, and you can see everything broken down if that's how you record your scores when you're putting it into the app. So for example, one of the stats that I can like to see is the putting summary, and I can see that 79% of my rounds is 2 putts or better on my holes. So pretty cool features there. There's still a lot of stuff I know that I need to work on, but now we at least know where we stand, and we have an official handicap. So when I'm ready, we can start to enter some golf tournaments. And maybe one day, if we get good enough, we can try to go to a local US Open qualifier. That seems like a pretty good stretch goal, but first we gotta get to scratch. Thank you guys for watching. The US Open always gets me super motivated, and I hope you found this video useful. Whether you're looking to enter some golf tournaments or you're just curious on how to get a handicap and see where you stand. Remember, all you guys have to do is go to the USGA website, find an authorized club near you, download the GHIN app, and start your journey. Thank you guys again, and if you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Really helps me out, and let me know what your guys' golf dreams are down in the comments. That's all I got for you, and look forward to seeing you guys next time.